is Josh. Our next speaker is going to talk about all of the ecosystem success team. The people that they have onboarded are funded by the grants program, but what we have to do now is also market those projects so that they reach the end users. And Ross Gates, who is the growth lead at Near Foundation, has a very exciting project to do exactly that. So I'd love to welcome Ross to the stage.
No, we should not talk about that. Hi, I'm Ross Gates. As Rim said, I lead growth at the Near Foundation, and as you've seen from all the previous conversations, there's been a ton of growth. Near by the numbers, yesterday by Ilya, talked about the 200 plus projects on Near, the 200 plus DAOs. We've heard from Todd about the $45 million that's already gone out in funding, and from Josh about the $800 million in the ecosystem fund. So while there's lots of growth and there's numbers, really what we need to get into is the specifics of what are the actual projects that have been launching. And this month alone, there's been probably 12 projects that have launched in the ecosystem. You maybe have heard of some of them. We have, what's it called, Astro DAO, with Jordan taking a picture right here of me, which is a great DAO platform where you can pretty much make whatever government you can think of. We have Satori launching the ability to link drop NFTs and URLs to easily onboard people. And we have Link Drop V2 doing something very similar, where you can put in 5 Near and create as many link drops as you want to get your friends on board. Maybe you've heard of some of these tools, maybe you haven't. I think that a general theme throughout Near is that just the speed of our execution of technology has far exceeded our ability to tell stories into the community about what we're doing, and all of that is about to change. So here's where we are. You're here, and if I can click to the next slide. Cool. So really what we need is Near's focused on ecosystem plays. It's focused on how do we get the right marketing talent into each of these projects so that they can experiment how to make products with proven market demand go to market to create sustainable businesses where they far last the Near Foundation. After the Near Foundation dissolves, they're still there. So to do this, we're launching Generation Crypto. It's a marketing conference and contest that's hosted by Near. It's essentially a mass hiring event where we've taken all of the ecosystem projects, asked them what are your biggest challenges, and told each of them, instead of going out and trying to hire someone on your own, we're going to help you hire someone directly to your team so that you can get 45 people submitting your proposal and get the one team or the 2 teams to run experiments with to see who should join. So I don't know if we can play this video, but if we can, that'd be awesome. Ta-da! No? Okay. Maybe I should just do the video. Da-da-da-da-da. Okay. So yeah, just high level if we can't do this. Over the next month, we're going to have about 40 speakers. The goal is to have 3 speakers back-to-back every single day in AMAs on the the Generation Crypto Conference Twitter channel. Each of these speakers will either be a speaker talking about how to get marketers on board to Near. It'll be a speaker talking about a bounty and a sponsorship package that they have where they're looking to hire someone to do it. It'll also be workshops teaching people how to do no-code tools on Near. So just moving on from that. So that's the real goal of this event, is to teach marketers. There's already channels to hire developers into the Near ecosystem. There's channels through hackathons where you essentially get people to work on their passion projects and give them money to continue those projects into ecosystem projects or eventually hire those people at the Near Foundation. There's channels through education programs like Sharif's Near Certified Developer Program, where we take the best developers who go through those programs and we immediately hire them, or we introduce them to ecosystem projects who scoop them up. If you want to be a developer and you want to enter Near, you have to learn a new language, just like you have to learn Rust smart contracts and blockchain development. And the exact same thing is true of marketers. You have to learn a new language of what's okay and not okay to say on Near. Like how can you talk to everything? And while we can go with traditionally crypto marketing agencies to work at Near, the greatest potential we have to blitz scale our team is to take the 90,000 marketing agencies around the world who know nothing about crypto and easily onboard them to working in Near, to understanding blockchain concepts so that they can say them in everyday language to all of the consumers that they already have access to through the channels that they can reach millions of people. So, as such, the Generation Crypto Conference is really broken down into 3 major areas. The first is marketer education and onboarding. The second one is near marketing tool sets that they can use in their campaigns. And the third are the AMAs themselves for the bounties of the companies that we hope to have them hired into. To start with marketing education, Michael Kelly is going to be teaching a pretty much all-day course that could almost be considered professional development. The goal of this course is to answer all of the questions marketers who've never touched crypto before have about like what is the value proposition of Near? Why is it positioned to help consumers? What can I say and not say legally so that I don't go to jail? What are the network advantages of Aurora, Near, Octopus? Everyone that's going to be bringing hundreds of projects into the Near ecosystem that will need marketing themselves, and how do I get involved with them? And also, like, what is a DAO? Oh, it's spelled DAO? Okay, well, what's that mean? Okay, 3 words I still don't understand. Oh, it's an on-chain community, but how does that actually work? Oh, it's a Telegram group with a joint bank account. Got it. So we're going to be saying every day, we're going to be saying the most technically complex, innovative things in everyday language that we can get out to as many consumers as possible. And Michael's going to be teaching this. Like I said, it's going to be like professional development, where I've seen conferences like this before where agencies will go and pay to learn so that they can keep their agencies relevant, so that they can break into a new industry that's well capitalized. But we're going to be doing it for free. In the future, it might not be free. The whole goal of this conference is to make it a self-sustaining business that can outlast the Near Foundation. We're taking money from sponsors on one side, from participants on the other side, and we're getting them all jobs and we're getting their problems solved. So in the future, hopefully we'll have conferences like this that are a cookie cutter across. We can have the marketing conference to constantly bring in marketing talent, the people conference, the finance conference, and staff the Near ecosystem with businesses like this that continue to bring in people. So sign up for the conference, and if you want to get into marketing, sign up for Michael's class. I don't know if that was Michael, but if it was, that's awesome. So the second part of this will be low-code, no-code tools for marketers. You shouldn't, if you're a marketer, have to know anything about development to use the very basic experiences of Near that happen to be powered by blockchain that can easily get people into the ecosystem, like giving someone a wallet, giving someone an NFT, etc. So Sharif is actually going to be teaching a class all about the no-code tools that he knows how to use, Zapier, Integromat, etc., to get these tools into marketers' hands so that they can include them into the traction channels they already know, their email campaigns, their paid ads, etc. Just one quick example of what the types of things Sharif will be teaching are, if you scan this NFT, I don't know if anyone wants to do that, I'll give you like 10 seconds. Also, I didn't fix SSL on this website, so proceed with caution. Sorry, it broke this morning. Okay, so if you did that, you'll end up at this website. No, didn't do it? Okay, well, you can do it after. You'll end up at this website, which was made with Webflow, completely no code, very, very simple. All you have to do is put in your email, and if you put in your email, you'll be emailed a unique URL that is out of a list of URLs in a spreadsheet that will give you this Generation Crypto NFT. Now, what will it be used for? It could be used to gate Discord, make tickets, etc. This is exactly what we'll be putting marketers through so that we give them examples of, okay, this is an NFT, but what does it actually mean? It's a digital passport, it's a ticket, it can be so much more. So you'll end up here. After you create a wallet through this experience, you can be redirected wherever you want. You can do this with Satori's tool, you can do this with the link drop tool. You can put people in a situation where they can then use that NFT to take an experience that you can't do without the NFT. They can use the tokens that you give them to perform a specific action and make it as simple as possible for them to not have to go find where they're going, but just take advantage of it and go work on it. And then this is an example of something that Sharif might teach you. This is Integromat. This was made in 30 minutes. Basically, the output of Satori's tool is a list of URLs. Put those URLs in a spreadsheet, you email them out through your Gmail, takes 30 minutes, super easy. But by teaching this, you tell people that you can have uniquely blockchain experiences powered by things that you already know how to use that you can set up very, very quickly. So the goal is that all of these tools be used in the marketing campaigns that are submitted through the bounty program in this hackathon. So if you want to sign up for Sharif's class, do that. This is also, I'm just talking about 2 classes in something that lasts a month that'll have 3 AMAs every day. We have 10 more speakers that are talking about non-crypto marketing. The reason that we have those speakers is to draw in non-crypto marketers who want to learn and then say, well, this just happens to be a project that's run by a crypto company, and you can put these skills to work right here. Yeah, so we have lots more education than just that. Also, if you can't show up for Sharif's class, we are making a growth hacking playbook, which will take pretty much everything that Sharif teaches and the best experiences across Near. Like, if you can send an NFT really well on Mintbase, but it's buried somewhere, like, we'll link directly to that so that these marketers can go in and use those tools to do specific actions without having to program anything. Cool. So the third, last but not least, actually probably the greatest part of this, are the bounties themselves. The whole goal is once we educate these marketers, we want to immediately give them job opportunities. We don't want to make these marketers go out and say, cool, if I wanted to work in crypto, which companies should I approach? What would I even ask them? What do they really want? Well, we've gone and done that over the last 2 months for them. We've got 21 companies signed up so far as sponsors. Our goal is 40, and I predict that when this thing starts and people see how effective it is, we'll have people piling in the first week in November. So these are all the bounties that they can go. They can talk about NFTs, DeFi, pick the 5 or 6 projects in each category they're interested in, and explore further. So I'm just going to go over what some of these bounties are from all these different companies. Also, I just want to point out that these are not all Near ecosystem projects. Most of them are. Some of them are the Near Foundation, some of them are the Near ecosystem, but some of them are Ethereum, some of them are Cosmos, different ecosystems. And the goal here is that needing marketing talent isn't just a problem that Near faces, it's a problem the entire blockchain ecosystem or industry faces. And if we can be the doorway to get marketers into the blockchain ecosystem and give them all of our tools, then the cross promotion that will enable when they go do an Ethereum marketing campaign using a Near tool to make it so that everyone using that product suddenly knows about Near, a separate chain, will be great. So cross promotion, co-opetition, super good. Okay, so let's talk about some of the sponsors. So Vorto Gaming is going to be a sponsor, and they are putting up a bounty for getting people on their platform in a unique way that doesn't use Facebook ads or Google ads or anything. They're looking for a growth hacker to come in and say, I'm going to do some grassroots campaigns in some certain areas. I'm going to build some partnership. But the whole goal of Vorto Gaming is how do we make it so that through running these initial campaigns, we lower the cost of acquisition over time instead of continuing to dump money into paid ads. We find a channel we can go through with a partner where they love us, and so they just direct everyone. So that's one. That's like more of a BD growth hacking partnership thing. Cheddar Farm is another one. This really isn't marketing so much as design, but design and marketing are super related. If you have great design, you don't need a sales team. If you have horrible design, you need a sales team to push people through. So what Cheddar Farm wants is Cheddar Farm wants someone to come in and rebrand their entire yield platform to make it really easy to use and really trustworthy so people are willing to put tokens into it. They're not going to award this bounty to the person who does the most work before they actually pick the winner, but the person who submits just like sketches or an initial design that makes the most sense, that'll get the most people on board. We have Mike Perez's crossword puzzle. So this seems like a simple capability, but it can be used in so many things. The capability itself is just you come up with some seed phrases in a crossword, and whoever solves it first anywhere in the world gets whatever tokens are attached to that crossword puzzle. So while it can be used for crosswords, we've seen some of the most successful marketing campaigns in Near be quizzes about the different technologies that we're launching, like Aurora, Ref Finance, et cetera. So it could be used for that, where automatically it's a tool where it makes it, you can set up a campaign in 5 minutes, and you can award people who want to learn about you. I really want to make something that's like a, what's it called? HQ, if you've ever played the app, where it's like that, where like every single night there's just 5 crosswords that pop up, and every time one is solved, the next one is solved. You could have people live streaming, talking about the clues, where it's really just, can you engage? If you engage, you get the clues, maybe you could win money, something like that. So the goal here is to come up with, well, the goal here actually for Mike is kind of a development thing, which is, can you make an interface for marketers that makes it as easy as possible for them to put in their clues, auto-generate one of these crosswords, because this is a static site right now, and then deploy that crossword puzzle to their campaign. So while it's not a campaign of can you get marketers, it's can you build a marketing tool that marketers understand. This is Satori, which I've already gone over, and their bounty is basically, can you find a channel through which we can put out as many URLs with NFTs in them as possible and make them usable for something that keeps people coming back. So make them tickets to events, partner with an event platform, something else, put them out in mass email campaigns. They can literally create 100,000 links in a day. And if you want to cold email 100,000 people and give them a ticket to something, like you could do that. So whatever your expertise is, how do you push out Satori through the channels that you already know? Astro has 2. Yeah, you probably weren't expecting this, Jordan. So Astro allows you to make DAOs, so they have 2 different ones. One is, can we find a channel that gets as many people to want to make DAOs as possible, to take their existing community and go on chain? And then the second bounty that they have is, cool, can we get daily active users? Like, what is the use case that gets people coming back and voting every single day? Can you find that little niche and introduce Astro to it? And maybe it's not a marketing campaign. Maybe this is just business development of talking to communities of communities. The most active Astro DAO right now is the Near Week community, where people are constantly talking about what should be done with the newsletter, what should be posted next, et cetera. So just as an example, maybe we go to all other newsletters, but can you find that niche? And then 10K, Jordan also wasn't expecting this. He's worked on this one as well. This isn't launched yet, but it is a box of open source code that we're making to give to anybody who can then go make a 10K generative NFT set on Near. So the goal here would be, can we put up a bounty and say, for X amount of dollars, can you get 5 artists or influencers to a yes, that they'll use this to make a 10K generative NFT set on Near? So it is more business development, but it also could be, well, I found a niche channel that everyone who does Fortnite on YouTube wants one of these. So let me BD it at first, let me take those 5 examples and hit up everybody else that streams Fortnite on YouTube and get those people. So how can you prove that you have the experience and the capability to do that? And if you can, grab this bounty. To start off this event, we're gonna have Nathan Lotka and Maddie Moe doing a roast of every single bounty and every single speaker during the event. So I don't know that we've done this before. It's either gonna go really well or I'm gonna get in trouble. But Nathan Lotka has interviewed probably 3,000 plus founders about what are their unit economics, what are their businesses, how are they gonna be successful. So he knows how to pull gems out of the crowd and also how to call people out. Maddie Moe comes from a background in performance marketing and knows how to optimize ad spend to get people on platforms. So, but he's also sold lots and lots of NFTs, and he's really into crypto. So combined, they'll be going over all the bounties over the next month so that you can have a general overview of what each one is beyond what I've just told you here and figure out which ones you want to show up to. So with that, that's Generation Crypto. If you want to sign up and participate, you can go to generationcrypto.com. If you want to watch any of the live streams, they'll all be on Twitter at this Twitter handle. If you know a sponsor, we still have, I'd say, like 15 spots left for sponsors. And yeah, you can email events@generationcrypto.org for that, or come talk to me, and I would be happy to have you participate. With that, thank you, and happy to answer any questions.